Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, and thank you guys so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, we'll be looking at each of He-Man's closest friends that help him through the battle against evil and protector of Grayskull and Eternia. Okay, now, unlike Skeletor, He-Man does not have A-list friends or B-list friends, okay? Now, we do see friends more often than others, of course, in his battle against evil. But there's no A-list or B-list friends here, for me, for He-Man, okay? Unlike Skeletor. Now, I've picked 5 figures that I consider, being friends that we see more often, in Filmation and 2000X, in his struggle against evil, okay? And throughout the week, we'll be looking at each of the figures, all their Origins figures, all their Masterverse figures, and CGI figures, guys. Okay, and some I do have a few vintage figures of these particular figures. Okay, so we have Teela right there. All right, then we have Man at Arms. Okay, and then we have Battlecat, which will be the main focus of today's review. We'll look at each version of Battlecat I have in the collection. Okay, then we have Orko. All right, and finally, I considered Sorceress, to be a friend who helps out more often than others. Okay, but there they are. These are the 5 figures I consider to be He-Man's closest friends. To help him out in the struggle of good and against evil. And of course, I will show you 2 Funko Pops. Of course, from the Master Universe line, okay, for Funko. All right, but there you go. All right. So give me 1 second. We get Teela out of the way, and her father. And there's Orko and Sorceress. So the question is, guys, who do you consider to be He-Man's, closest friends, in his circle of good and stuff like that to help protect Eternia, all right, and Grayskull, all right, but we got Battlecat here, and our loyal friend, here he is. In fact, let me get the other versions of Battlecat I have, okay? So we have this version here. Let me get this guy out of the way here really fast. And then we have this version, the Masterverse version. Alright. So many different versions of Battlecat we have, from Origins to Masterverse to the CGI. But there was another version of Battlecat we have as well. You know what? Let me just put this right here. Alright. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I apologize for that. Alright, there we go. So this is all the versions of Battlecat I have in the collection for the CGI line, right there. Okay, to his Battlefield Warriors version, right there. The only difference between this version, of course, and the normal version is that you can see, the bloody, scratches, and he's been through hell, But that's the only difference between this Battlecat here and this Battlecat here. Okay. And of course, we do have the Masterverse line here, version of Battlecat. Alright, so one more shot of all the Battlecats we have. Alright, let's start off with the one that started it off, the first version of Battlecat. Okay, there he is in the packaging. Absolutely amazing. I wish I had a vintage Battlecat. I really do, guys. But here he is, the Origins version right there. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful artwork as always, right there. New for over 4 years old now, guys. That's incredible. Wow, where did time go? Absolutely amazing. Alright, of course, I do have a loose version of this Battlecat with He-Man. Put him right here. There he is. Alright. Beautiful articulation, nice colors. Very cool. right, of course, let's flip around to the back. There you go, some amazing artwork right there. Battlecat, you know, helping out He-Man, taking on Skeletor, right there. And the cross sale of the other figures in Wave 1 over 4 years ago. Wow, I can't believe it's been 4 years since this amazing product has, you know, hit us, you know, and we started collecting for the Origins line. All right, very, very cool. All right. Next on, we'll take a look at the Masterverse version of Battlecat. Okay. Get him out of the way. There he is in packaging, the deluxe version of Battlecat. And I have to say, the only vehicle, I guess you would say, or ride that we have in Masterverse, you know, which is incredible. And I feel like a little bit odd that we still have not gotten any vehicles or any, even like Panther, you know, this version of Panther, you know, this size, you know, no vehicles, no play sets, no nothing yet. But hopefully it might change with the Revolution show coming out. But here's Battlecat right there. A big, bulky, you know, but it has to be because of how the size and the differences between Masterverse and the Origins figures, you know. They're a little bit taller, of course. You know, Masterverse, you know, has that 7-inch scale where the Origins line, you know, even the CGI line is about 5.5 inches in height. Okay. On to the side, right there. There's some amazing artwork of Battlecat here. Beautiful, as always. There, and back, of course, oops. Absolutely incredible artwork right there. He-Man riding Battlecat right there to defend Grayskull. And of course, you know, it says you want to remove the mask and the harness, you can create your own Cringer. But I think this Cringer is way too big. I really think they need to, you know, bring it down. And I do hope we do get a Cringer. Okay, that's one of the, you know, in Origins, Masterverse, you know, I really, really hope we do get a Cringer. A proper size Cringer in the, you know, Masterverse line, okay? For the more modern day line, okay? And I do have a loose version of that Battlecat, and here he is. Take a much closer look at him. There he is. There you get the green, and this version does have, you know, there was a vintage Battlecat, a very rare one. If you could find one with the stripes going down the tail, that was a very rare one to get. So if you have that one in your collection, that's amazing, guys, okay? And I do like they kind of pay tribute to that version of Battlecat, you know, with the stripes going down the tail right there. But absolutely amazing. You can take the helmet off right there and give your kind of version of Cringer if you wish. If you wish to, you know, make this your Cringer, you can do that. You know, there's no wrong way. But I just feel like this version, you know, if this was supposed to be Cringer, I think he needs to be a little bit smaller. You know, Cringer was a very small, scared, and it's like a big, bulky, even, you know, it looks too big to be Cringer to me, you know. But if you do wish to make this Cringer, you can. I mean, that's one of the cool things about the Masterverse line. All right. But there you go. Very, very cool, guys. All right. Moving on to the next Battlecat we have in the collection. Oh, of course, let me show you before we show the CGI version of Battlecat, let me show you a Funko Pop, you know, that has to do with Battlecat. And I have the flocked version of He-Man on Battlecat right there. The Target exclusive right there, flocked. There is in the packaging. Okay. Very, very cool. I love this. And I found it weird because, you know, if you know this, but, you know, Walmart has the rights to the flocking of the figures, okay, for Origins now. But I guess they don't have the rights to the flocking for anything else. Masterverse, Funko, because this is a Target exclusive and this is flocked. So I found that kind of weird that Target has the rights to these flocked He-Man toys or figures, okay, and Walmart does not. Where Walmart does have the flocking rights to Origins, you know, like Panther, like Mossman, okay, from Origins. So I always thought that if there was going to be a flock version of this, you know, figure, you know, if we did get one, I always assumed that it would be a Walmart exclusive, not a Target exclusive. So I think that was kind of cool, you know. But there you go. Right there. Side to side right there. Beautiful as always. Alright. Let me get Masterverse version out and put them over here. Get the CGI version. And I do like this version of Battlecat here. I think this is a very cool Battlecat here. Okay, and if you ever watch the show, you know there's some differences between, you know, this show and the, you know, normal canon of He-Man and the Master Universe, okay? So everyone in this particular show, spoiler alert, but the show's now done, you know, I think. Everyone draws the power of Grayskull to enhance their abilities, okay? So that's why you see these, without, you know, you can take the helmet off, but, you know, if you just not call down the power of Grayskull, this version of Battlecat, he would have no claws, you have no, you know, teeth, no armor, and so pretty much it's a giant cringer, but once he calls down the power of Grayskull, he gets the, you know, of course, the armor, the, you know, the really cool claws right here. So very, very cool version of Battlecat. It's one of my mouths fully articulated right there. You can move the mouth up and down. Unfortunately, you can't take the mask off. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. All right, or the armor. Okay, the armor is on there. Everything is on there. So you cannot remove the armor, unfortunately. And it was kind of a missed opportunity. They did not give us that version of Cringer without the armor. I think that was a missed opportunity that they could have done if the line would have continued with us and stuff like that. But I still like this version of Battlecat. Very, very cool. It looks amazing. And there's the back right there, him riding. Unfortunately, I don't have a loose version of this Battlecat. But if I find one, you know, I will probably get another one. You know, another one to unbox. So a very cool version of Battlecat. Right here. And the question is, guys, too, is what is your favorite version of Battlecat? It could be any version. You know, like the 80s version, you know, the classics version, you know, the 2000, you know, X version, you know, there's, you know, maybe I don't have a version here that you're seeing right now, you know, as a part of, you know, this amazing friend of He-Man's that has, you know, helped him battle against Skeletor and his minions of evil. So is there a particular Battlecat you absolutely love in your collection, guys? Let me know in the comments below. All right, and then we have the final Battlecat here, which was the Target exclusive Battlecat. Okay, the Battlefield Warriors version. And I have to say, this right here is my absolute favorite version of Battlecat here. Okay. Now, it's only difference between, like, of course, there's only difference between this Battlecat and the first version of Battlecat. It's like I said, there's the claw marks, the blood, you know, the damage, you know, he's been through hell, you know, and so is He-Man too. I love that right there. Because you never expected to see that, you know, in Filmation or even 2000X, you know, maybe in comics probably, but you never saw a Battlecat. You can see the damage right there, the blood, you know, they went through hell protecting, and I love that. You know, you will never see that, you know, on a kid's cartoon, you know, Filmation cartoon, you know, seeing a bloody, cut up, you know, damaged Battlecat, and I love that. I love that Mattel took that extra step in detail with us, you know, with Battlecat and He-Man too. I love that, and I have that version. It was the first version of Battlecat I have right there, and I absolutely, this is my #1 Battlecat right here of all time so far, you know. So this is my favorite Battlecat here. All right, all the cuts, even down. See, his neck right there is all cut up and sliced up all around. He-Man's been through hell as well, with all the blood. So I love the detail here of Battlecat here, guys. Alright. So there's a look at every version of Battlecat that I have in the collection. Alright. You guys right here. Put my version of Masterverse here. Right there. Where does it fall? Alright. Get the CGI version right there. Of course, the normal version right there. So there you go. There's a look at all the versions of Battlecat. He-Man's friend and companion, through his battles against Skeletor, or any bad guy who threatens Grayskull and Eternia, right there. Right. And let me show you my final Funko Pop right there. And it's the same version that I showed you before for the Flock version. The only difference is this was the Walmart exclusive one. And the boxing is a little bit bigger version than the Funko Pop one. It's a much bigger box, but it's not flocked. This was the Walmart exclusive, or at least this is the Walmart. I got this at Walmart. I don't know if this was exclusive or not, but you can see, and I'll put the flock version on top of each other. Same thing. You can see the differences in size of the box. Let me back it up right there. Right there. You can see the difference in size of the box right there. Where the flock version is a smaller cube right there. And this one is more of a rectangle. But the same exact figure. Well, the only difference is, like I said, one's flocked and one is not. Alright. Alright, get these guys out of the way. Alright, there we go. Alright, guys, I'd like to take the time now to thank my subscribers. Alright. Made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys, all things Masters of the Universe, okay, through the Origins line here, to the Masterverse line here, to the CGI. I've done all the reviews so far on CGI. If you'd like to go back, if anybody's new to the channel and wish to check out, you know, if you like to check out the CGI show, please do, and check out the reviews for each and every figure I've done on the channel. Please do, all right, and thank you for doing that. All right, hit that like button, guys, that thumbs up, and thank you for doing that, guys. It means a lot. All right, it helps my channel out, helps my channel to grow, and hopefully for more people to watch my reviews, you know, my look-ats, and hopefully subscribe as well. So by hitting that like button and that subscribe button, it means a lot, guys. So thank you so much for doing that, guys. And hit that notification bell so we know when I upload new videos, all right? And tomorrow we'll be looking at every single version of Teela that has come out so far in the Masterverse of the Universe line, okay? From the Origins to the Masterverse to the CGI, okay? I do have Teela, a vintage Teela too. I just got from TRG Toys and Collectibles, thanks to my good friend Dennis. He had a customer come in with a small box of some vintage figures, not a whole lot. All right, my vintage collection is very, very small. Okay, extremely small. I only have a few figures right now of the vintage '80s toy line, you know. And one of those figures in that box was a Teela, and so I'm happy to have her now in my vintage collection. So we'll look at all the versions of Teela, all her, you know, Origins figures, good and bad, because she was Snake Teela as well. We'll look at all her Masterverse versions as well, and CGI. So it'll be a lot of fun, guys. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Day as well, okay? It's 2024 here, guys. I can't wait for new figures to show up, new play sets, you know. It's New Year with new figures coming, and I can't wait to hopefully get these figures and review them with you guys and have a lot of fun. All right, and share this video, guys, who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe, okay, which could be the CGI line, the Revolution line, or a Revelation or Revolution line now, the, you know, Origins line, okay. I'm curious if we get a cartoon collection version of Battlecat, you know, with maybe Cringer, you know. I'm very curious to see if we do get that or not, you know. I don't know, did we ever get a Super 7 version of Battlecat? In the Filmation style figures? Let me know in the comments below, guys, alright? So I can't wait, guys. So share this video with who has a love for collecting this amazing toy line here, guys. Alright, from the classics to the 80s, to the Super 7, to the 2000X, alright? To the new adventures of He-Man too, okay? The Origins, could be the cartoon collection, the Turtles of Grayskull as well. I'm curious if, you know, Battlecat will be part of that line as well, of the Turtles of Grayskull. How far will this line take us, that Turtles of Grayskull too? I mean, so many wonderful opportunities, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. All right? So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.